Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit the ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings guys, let's take a look again on the gold market. If you remember in the weekly report, we said that currently gold market stands in a bit chaotic action and showing the intraday volatility in tight range, and it's very difficult to make any forecast on the gold market, especially some extended forecast, because the major fundamental driving factors are also stand in uncertainty. We do not know what will happen with the United States-China negotiations, because you know that recently China has imposed the sanctions on some non-government United States organizations such as the Human Watch and some others. So it was a response on the United States sanctions that previously, if you remember, stands in relation to Hong Kong situation, and China treated this as the intruding in the national domestic affairs and strongly not satisfied with this action from the United States. So that was the response. And as a result, market has shown really significant volatility, but all this volatility stand on the intraday chart. So on the daily chart, nothing has changed significantly. And here, we're mostly watching for pattern. So if downward action will happen, we'll be watching for a 1436 target. This market could complete the butterfly here. But for the truth's sake, it needs to say here that trend stands bullish on the daily chart by the MACD indicator. And recently, market has not broken for this triangle that we have on the intraday chart that we talked about. But still, we are watching for it. And if still some downward action will happen here, next destination point that market will go to will be 1436. On the daily chart, unfortunately, we can't say something really new, because to change the situation, to set the new direction, market has to either break this trend line to the upside and move somewhere above the 15 area to say that indeed it's going to higher targets and continuing upward action. At the same time, we need to see some reasonable breakout to the downside, some acceleration, which could suggest that we're coming to the 1380 area, which is the 30% major monthly support, which still could be achieved. But currently, market stands in the tight range, keeping the bullish sentiment on the long-term chart, as we discussed in the weekly report, because overall global situation in the long term stands really tight and stands really tough, and keeping pressure on investors and forcing them to keep the gold in the pocket. So if we'll take a look at the CFTC report, you'll see that overall net position still stands bullish and coiling around the all-time highs. Recent reaction also keeps chances on the possible deeper retracement, because if you remember, here was the oversold condition right around major confidence support on the weekly chart, and we said that's two small reactions, market could continue to move higher, showing greater reaction, but till the last moment it wasn't clear, because price action that we saw in the last week and due to the celebration of Thanksgiving was really anemic, and it provides no real information. Let's take a look what we have now on the 4-hour time frame chart. That's the godly steeple to sell pattern that we start to talk about in weekend. And we said, well, if you have the bearish view, you could try to use it, because probably at least the 30% pullback here will happen. You will be able to move stops to the break-even and see what will happen. What if a market will indeed make the challenge and break out with this triangle? If you have bullish view, you could try to take the position based on this retracement, the possible upward action, it's protecting the stop at something below this lows below the triangle, and you can see that both directions has been completed. So first retracement has happened when the ISM index shows the poor numbers. Rally has happened on the gold market. But compared to the euro currency, when the euro rally was out of the previous range. It was really significant. But here on the gold, you can see market is still coiling below these previous lows. But still, we have some new bullish inputs here. First of all, this is grabber that has been formed here, which suggests the taking out of this top. And second, overall price performance with the turning up before reaching of the lower border of the triangle. So you can see the market has turned a bit earlier than this completely lower border, climbing here, coming back to this resistance. Well, keep chance on a possible breakout. In this case, if upper breakout will happen, and we will watch for 1470 target first. This will be A, B, C bottom, COP target, nearest target. Here you also could recognize potential butterfly. I marked them with this XA swing. So this is basic swing for the butterfly. That's left wing. And here is the right wing could be formed. And take a look, 127 extension, this potential butterfly also stands at the same area. And finally, if we take into consideration our smaller A, B, C bottom pattern, that was the OP retracement, XOP stands almost in the same area, 1473, slightly above the COP area. That will be the next destination point that we'll keep an eye on. So if you have bullish position now, you have more confidence with it, having the grabber on your side. I suggest that here it's possible even to take the minor scalp long-term, scalp long position right on this retracement with the target about around this area. So here's probably some minor 3/8 support, but this is, guys, as you can see, very small scale. This is mostly for the hourly chart, on 15-minute chart trading. Ultimately, here is most important level for us is 1478 resistance, because recall that here we have the conference resistance on the 4-hour time frame chart, on the daily chart as well. That is the previous level that market was challenging but failed to pass through it, and that again will become the major barrier that we'll keep an eye on. So if market somehow will be possible to break it up, next target that we'll keep an eye on will be AB equals CD target above it. So that's approximately that we'll have on this market. Currently, I would suggest that it's better to not take any short positions because situation has got the new inputs with the poor ISM data. We have some momentum, we have some bullish patterns here, so it means that at least market could make an attempt to break through this triangle and reach the COP target. So currently, personally, I don't want to take the short, although in a longer view, this consolidation and is a triangle above the support, as I said, on the daily chart. It's some moment to worry about. But currently, it seems that some minor breakout, maybe some upward action here has chance to happen. But again, guys, this situation hasn't changed significantly. Mostly it stands the same as in the weekly report as we talked, and I said that it's not very attractive for trading. It's a bit too choppy action and not enough real not enough context for trading here, taking some more or less extended position. Yes, you could try to catch some minor intraday patterns, setups, but all this stuff is still too small scale for trading on the daily, and on the daily chart it's still unclear situation. So it seems that gold market doesn't know what by itself where it's to go, because it's a bit more contradiction factors appears right now, and it still needs some strong push from another pattern to set the direction. And here we're mostly watching for it.